Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect number 171. I think we have our technical issues fixed. A couple of guests who were coming on the show tonight didn't have audio, but hopefully that's all squared away.
And 3 out of 4 at least. I have good audio right now. So
I'm going to get right in it. There's a whole list already because we're late, so I'm going to try to be quick about it. What's going? Something's going on. I'm missing people already. Anyway, they're going away, and I don't know why they're going away. But I saw Chief was here.
Oh,
and yeah, now and yeah, people keep adding, and they must be going away.
Huh.
I had Brad Glasser. There's Jack Stud. I know I'm gonna miss some. But there's Jack. Here's Mark Johnson. Hey,
so
Mark.
Mark.
Guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
There's Jacob.
What's up, Jacob?
Just past finest mixed breed.
No way.
What's up, Robert?
How you doing?
I missed Becky. It just keeps growing. It's growing.
Yeah, I see.
Hey,
It's
Amber.
deleting for some reasons. What's up, brother Amber?
I don't even know. Let's see who's okay. Chris True North. Come on. Frickin' Frack.
What's up, Bob and Terry?
There's finest mixed breed. There's Ray.
What's up, Ray?
There's Kay.
What's up, Kay?
Sorry, guys. There's Michael.
Welcome.
What's up, Romy?
Jeffrey's Beard.
Jeffrey, what's up?
Kevin.
What's up, Kev?
Neighbor.
Babysitter Jess.
Jessica.
No way.
Mr. Patton.
Welcome.
What's up, Phil?
Born Bearded.
What's up, Dave?
Robert Allen.
What's up, Robert?
Mark, I don't know if I got you yet or not. This is bad. I'm sorry, guys. Tomahawk.
What's up, Tomahawk?
How you doing?
There's a
Welcome.
Becky. There's a Becky. Here's a
Hello, Becky.
here's a Jeff Harmon.
What's up, Jeff?
Let's see.
All kinds of issues tonight.
Yeah, Restream must have did like some sort of update.
Shape the podcast.
Welcome.
What's up, Shape?
Hello.
Hey, OG. Been a while. Good to see you.
OG Fitz.
Let's see. Ray K. Spooky Frick. OG. There's Twitch. Hey, Twitch Beard.
What's up, Twitch?
How you doing, Twitch?
Dan. Bearded Death.
Welcome.
What's up, Dan? He was on Amigos tonight.
3D.
What's up, 3D?
Lala's Pool Boy.
What's up, Pud? Pud Rhodes.
Bearded Death. Not sure if I got you yet, Robert, but hey, Robert.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, this hasn't happened before, but Restream today, every time someone enters a new comment, a comment disappears.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird.
Hey, Christina.
It has like a capacity of comments. Like, it can't go more than 100, I guess.
Hey, Melissa.
What's up, Melissa?
How you doing? That's so weird. I know they have been doing some updates recently.
Hey, Ken. I don't think I got you, but I know I've seen you in here.
What's up, Ken? I get a new subscription to Geek Squad every day, according to my email.
Oh boy.
Bane Blends.
Yes, got my order today. Opened up right before the show, and I've got the burnt orange and patchouli in right now.
What's up, Jacob from Bane Blend?
Not sure. I think I got you, but Born Bearded.
Yeah.
There's Corey.
What's up, Corey?
30.
Jay.
Yay. No, God. Let's see. I think.
Hello.
I know I still got a lot of chat to go, but I'm not seeing anybody new here. Oh, there's Mad Donkeys.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Mad Dog? Mad Donk. Mad Donkeys.
If it doesn't look like there's anyone new, we can just jump into the.
There's Brad. I know I said hi to Brad. I don't think I put him up. And then there's Garrett.
What's up,
Bearded
Garrett?
Squatch.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna. Seems like just a bunch of guys are chatting. If I missed anybody this week, I apologize. Oh, JB gets you wrecked.
What's up, JB?
Trying to scroll real quick.
Taxi Phil.
Joe Barone.
Wow.
Oh, hey, Taxi Phil.
Yeah.
Chris, I know I got Chris.
There's Taxi Phil. What's
Man,
up, Taxi Phil?
hey, good to see you, Phil. Been a while.
Joining us.
Okay, up there, Santa Tom.
What's up, Tom?
Phil bearding on a budget.
Hey,
What's up,
Phil.
Phil's going to Worlds.
Yeah,
Cool.
He'll be there.
there's Black Manor.
What's up, Renee?
It'll be nice to meet some of these people.
All right, let's get these guys done.
Yeah,
Let's get the show
there's
on the road.
Dynamite. Hey, Dynamite.
Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. I think we're just gonna bring our guest on and get into it.
We got a room full.
It
Yeah.
sounds that way.
Welcome to Mad Viking Crew.
Welcome to the Bearded Respect. Hoping all these other guys are gonna work.
Yeah, let's cross our fingers, man.
Let's get a
Welcome
mic
to the
check.
Bearded Respect, everyone.
Aaron, can we hear you?
I think so. Can you?
Yep.
Yep.
Brandon?
Fantastic.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Okay. Scott.
Aaron, you were supposed to fill that up with ice.
No.
Well, I'm surprised Brandon has clothes.
I know. I thought about wearing less for this.
And then Scott down below, we got you.
Not sure if he has sound.
Oh, even Scotty's here. He made it. Holy shit.
He is here. We don't have audio for you, Scott. But we can see you.
Yeah.
Mine was browser setting. It was blocked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same with mine. Yeah, I couldn't get it till I got that a second link from Sealand.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that link would work for Scott as well. Well, we normally don't have this many problems.
Well, thank you, all of you, for coming on the show.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
The
effort to work through all the technical.
Yeah. The three of us have been talking about Worlds since it was announced it was going to be in Pittsburgh. And the three of us are going to be meeting up in Pittsburgh. We're not from the area. But Scott being from Wisconsin, Jason's in Pennsylvania, so it won't be too much of a travel for him. And I'm in Wyoming. But we're definitely looking forward to it and glad you guys can come on the show to talk more about it and answer any questions that the chat has.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
But before we get into that, there's one question I have to ask all three of you to share with us. And that is, and we'll start with you, Jason Sealand.
All right.
What is your favorite toy that you played with as a child? What was that one toy that you always played with?
I had a Dukes of Hazzard wind-up car set.
Okay.
In racetrack and shit. And yeah, that's the one I remember. I mean, I had all the, dating myself, but I had all the He-Man stuff and all that good stuff. But
Yeah.
that Dukes of Hazzard car set and maybe like a Chewie Star Wars doll. That's it. That's it. That's me.
I got a Chewie. Oh, here. I got a Chewie right here.
Is he missing a leg?
No, he's got both legs, both arms.
Okay, I just want to make sure you didn't get mine because I don't know where it's at. My dog chewed the leg off.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Aaron, what was your favorite toy as a child?
That's a tough one. Probably my She-Ra sword and mask.
Nice.
I would wander around the neighborhood. The neighbors pretended that it was for real, that they actually believed that I was She-Ra.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Definitely an original on our show. Brandon, how about you?
Well, I mean, I was going to go with the Thundercat sword that I had back, but apparently that's what Aaron was playing with. But laser tag, the old school laser tag, that was cool. It wasn't mine, but it was my rich cousin's.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty expensive toy. So anyone in the chat, if you have questions, go ahead and ask them. We'll star them and get to them later. But if any one of you guys want to start, like how did Mad Viking get to be the sponsor of Worlds?
A lot of long, hard work and dedication, I guess. I know we started in about 2013.
Wow.
Okay. And
that's
people that don't know our story. We started in 2013, yard party out back of my house. There's about 5 or 6 of us who could grow the best beard. And we all decided to shave the next day and meet up at a local VFW. The VFW never happened. People got wind of it on Facebook. It turned into 5 or 6 guys just, pissing on each other to 150 person beard comp. Our first one.
Wow.
It all went towards Children's Hospital, and that was before the company even started. It was just a big party. I was the DJ at the time, so we kind of knew a lot of people, and it just all came together, and it was a good time. And then people started asking about, do we make products and stuff? So we jumped in, full bore and just started making stuff. And it's been a ride ever since, man. But we tried, and in Austin, we tried to put in for it. And we got outvoted by New Zealand.
Oh.
But that's a no-brainer. Everybody wants to go to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, but COVID happened, and that was a kind of a bummer. And it just kind of, it happens every other year. We missed the vote by 1 vote to Berghausen, Germany in 23.
Mm.
And then when I think Blackpool backed their date up from 25, now they're going to be in 27 in Blackpool, right? They got a hold of us and just wanted to know if we could throw down in 25.
Wow.
I'm like, I could throw down next week, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be pretty. But yeah, the people I have here with me right now just kind of made this possible. Aaron building the website and just keeping everything organized, keeping me from freaking out half the time, and Brandon. But yeah, just everybody kind of coming together as a club and putting this together has been really helpful, and we're stoked to host it. So,
Yeah, I pretty much has been there for moral support. I just send him Speedo pictures whenever he requests them. Whenever he gets, down, I picks him up. He gets happy, and then he gets back into it.
Yeah, usually about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow. Okay. Are these Speedo pictures only private, or do you have like these public?
Oh, they're all over Facebook.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Community events and on the news.
One of them, yeah. It's still a better image of the Mad Viking Bear Group, isn't it?
Yeah, well, just recently we had a local newspaper reach out to us that wants to do a story about the club and the event. And so while I was talking to him on the phone, I directed him to our website. And as he was scrolling, I said, well, if you scroll a little bit further to the bottom, I said, you'll be able to put a face to this voice. And I said to him, I said, I'm going to be the guy in the middle in the Speedo. So that's the one where I'm like, if you get to look at that picture, it looks like I'm flying.
So is Mad Viking located in Pittsburgh or somewhere in Pennsylvania, right? Like the headquarters?
It's like an hour north, basically.
Okay.
Straight up the interstate, up 79.
Like Cranberry area or further?
That'd probably be halfway.
Okay.
So we're another half an hour. So it's like Pittsburgh,
Grove City.
half an hour Cranberry, and then, up like Grove City. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then Aaron, what's your role with like Mad Viking? I know you developed the website for the...
I'm the club secretary.
Okay.
So, I mean, on top of the web design, I'm handling like all the administrative stuff, babysitting these guys.
And I just realized you're in a hot tub right now.
I am. You just noticed.
Right away.
She's bougie like that.
Fancy.
Tell them how you got the hot tub, Aaron. That's a good story.
Oh,
Actually, yeah. We participate in the Polar Plunge every year to support the Special Olympics. And this year, unbeknownst to me, anyone that raised over $250 got automatically entered to win this hot tub that one of our local pool companies kindly donated. Wow. And my name got called.
Nice. Wow.
So I'm enjoying my free hot tub.
Okay. Now, are you in Pennsylvania as well?
Yes.
Okay. And then
so
Brandon...
they're all located roughly about an hour from Pittsburgh, just kind of scattered about, though.
Okay. All right. And then Brandon, what's your position?
I'm the president of the club.
Okay.
He's more reverse cowgirl.
Right. No, I'm just a pretty face. That's all.
he's our get in pass to Pittsburgh. Literally, like every time we like do the polar plunge or anything like that, as soon as everybody in the crowd sees the Viking helmet, the Speedo, and Brandon in all his glory, everybody's just rushing to us to take pictures with him and like hugging up on him and stuff.
Nice.
It's embarrassing. Great.
I'm going to tell them next year that if they get a picture with me, they have to. I got to get some sort of hashtag so that I get a nice compilation of all the different people that cut pictures with me, because it's everything from old ladies to weird old dudes.
A lot of cougars. Lots of cougars.
A lot of cougars. Oh yeah. Although this past year was a first. I don't know, I'm going to guess the guy was in his 50s, thought it would be hot to stroke one of my horns. And that was the second interaction with this gentleman, because the first interaction, he was clearly taking several pictures of my lower nether regions and pretending like he couldn't figure out his camera.
Oh,
it didn't help. He was only like that far from it.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason lives in Pennsylvania. Is it Blair?
Blairsville, yeah.
Blairsville.
It's near Indiana where IUP is.
Yeah.
And for a large portion of my life, I lived around Bradford, Pennsylvania, where the Zippo lighters made. That's why I knew where Grove City was in Cranberry. But I'm in Wyoming now.
Brandon, Jason was saying earlier on before he came on, he said that he saw us up at the Jeep Fest a couple years ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that a couple years in a row, vended there, through the process of doing our various raffles that we've done over the years. That place was always a good seller for us because just so many people.
Yeah.
Actually, just got the emails for it because it's coming up here pretty soon again this year. But it was like we don't really have any raffles going on. I thought about if the vendor space wasn't so expensive, it would almost be worth to go and like advertise for Worlds. But a lot of the people there are only in town for Jeep Fest, so it's like I doubt they're going to be sticking around for a whole nother month.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
You might have a few local people, but
yeah.
So Mad Viking started as a club first, is from what I understand.
Yeah, just a group of friends, and then we threw that first comp, and just it was probably about 6 months later we decided to create a logo and hit the road. The first product we sold wasn't even a beard product; it was our logo shirt.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
And, yeah, we just funded everything from that and just kept going, man.
How many members would you say you have now?
We have clubs right now in Florida, Maryland, Delaware. We had a Kentucky club. They've kind of dissipated a little bit. Our Pennsylvania club at their biggest, we were probably about 70 paid members. But we're probably Brandon, half of that or a little bit less?
Yeah, I'd say we're mid-30s, I think, is what we're at last time. Yeah, we did like a official, like, we have a lot of people that they come to participate and then have fun, but not all of them renew every year, but they're all still kind of there. They just kind of you lose some, you gain some. It seems like every year we have some leave, some come back. It's kind of a weird fluctuation, but yeah, I'd say because there's still a few in Michigan yet too, I think, right?
Yeah, we have a Michigan club. Joe Barone, he's on chat here. I seen him
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So yeah, they'll all be at Worlds. Some of them are judging. The Daisy Lane on Facebook, she's the president of the Michigan club, so she'll be a judge at Worlds. And Nick Mott, he's in the Florida club. He will be actually on the live stream for Worlds. So we're having like a camera crew, follow around and just interview people and, talk to vendors, cameras on the stage, all that stuff. We're going to kind of try to make a show out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Nick Mott and Aaron Johnson are going to be kind of like the MCs of the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
How many Mad Viking representatives will be at Worlds, would you say?
371.5.
Nice.
A solid 100 for sure.
Yeah, we have a guy with no arms, and don't make fun of him.
Okay.
No.
I thought he had a third leg.
I actually don't know. That's a tough one, huh, Brandon?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think about. Like, it'd be a lot because I know there's a lot of people that I've seen that come to comps that we've never even met before, but because of the company, they get a shirt. They come to the comps almost because of the product, and then you'll be at a comp and someone's up there like representing Mad Viking, and it's like, well, who's that? Oh, it's someone new. Like, oh, okay, so. Yeah, to try to put a number on it, it's tough. But I mean, I would definitely say hundreds. I would assume hundreds for sure, just with the people that are going to come from each individual chapter, and then the locals here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least they better come and represent. That's what I'm saying.
How many competitors do you expect?
So we've only tried to kind of go off of like what Berghausen had. In 23, and I don't know the exact number. I think it was in the couple hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit, bearding is stronger over here.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that, right?
All right.
And the cost to get over there is so,
all right.
Not everybody can afford to go over there. And I think we can go off those numbers and be comfortable knowing that we'll probably get that many people.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same time, we can look back to 2017, which was a way different time of bearding.
Right.
But I want to say Brian Nelson told me there's maybe like roughly right around 800 competitors.
Okay.
I think
his list said between 700 and 800.
Yeah.
So we might not come in that high just because of how the world is these days, but I think we'll definitely come in above Berghausen. I can guarantee where we're at already, we will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. With the tickets we've already sold for competitors, we'll definitely be above what it was on 23. But I think Aaron's right. It's just a different time in bearding, and it'll be a strong showing. It'll be a great time. Like you won't.
Right.
There's so many cool things planned, but competitors total, I don't think it'll beat Austin. Definitely.
So what can someone expect to see, or like in regards to plans when they arrive to Pittsburgh? Like say they arrive Tuesday, or it starts Thursday, right? The actual competition starts Thursday, but there's stuff going on Wednesday and maybe Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah, the festivities kind of start on Wednesday with the welcoming party, right? We do have some friends here and there coming in on like Monday and Tuesday and stuff, and we're just kind of doing some like individual stuff together, and nothing, really planned out or anything. Wednesday we kick it off with the baseball game at PNC Park. So we worked out a deal with the Pirates to where every ticket sold in our group, they donate $5 back per ticket to the event's charity, to our club, so we can give it to Children's Hospital. And I think so far we sold about 100 tickets or so. So we're gonna have 100 beardos there. We get to throw out the first pitch of the game. They're making us the official charity of the baseball of that day.
Is Brandon throwing the first pitch?
Yeah, he
in the
actually might. There might be 2 or 3 of us actually throwing it.
We're trying to figure that out, because if I can somehow get onto an MLB field in a Speedo in this helmet, like I already told them, like I can just like, that can be my crowning achievement. I'll leave that as my legacy for my children, so.
Definitely.
So I just said we better clear it with the marketing director that invited us, because they just as quickly as they invited us, they'll kick us out. So.
Well, Brandon, I'll send them those 3 a.m. in the morning pictures of you in the outfit.
Okay.
I think that'll sway. I think so.
I'm going to be honest. I'm really disappointed in myself for not having it on right now because I'm realizing my quick little setup I put up. If I was to stand up, like the angle of my dangle would be like right center screen. So maybe next time.
You could have put googly eyes on it.
So then after the baseball game,
After the baseball game, we were going to have the Guinness Book of World Records attempts, which should last right around about 2.5 hours, something like that. But so many people were kind of giving feedback that they couldn't make it to town in time, and they were only going to be, everybody would mostly be there Thursday morning. So we decided to kind of push it, the Guinness Book of World Records attempts to Thursday morning. So we're going to have like a couple hour gap where everybody can kind of check in their hotel, freshen up, all that stuff, grab lunch or whatever. And then the after party, I posted that up today on the event page. That's at Shorty's Pints and Pins, right on the North Shore. So probably like a 10-minute walk from all the hotel host venues, right around there. Yep.
And what time does that start?
6.
6.
Okay. We'll be live streaming that night from our Airbnb. I don't know if we'll make.
no, that's Wednesday he's talking about.
Oh, I thought
Wednesday.
it said Thursday.
Yep, Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah, Thursday's the chain.
Yeah, Thursday morning we're gonna do the Guinness World Record attempts on the Roberto Clemente Bridge. That goes to the ballpark between like kind of 6th Street where Heinz Hall is, and then you just go to the end of the road. Roberto Clemente Bridge is there, and then the stadium's over on the other side of it. I thought it'd be a perfect place to kind of attempt something like that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Imagine if we could span the whole bridge with, our beards tied together. That'd be great.
That is awesome.
But yeah, after that we go to we have a kind of a procession, like a march, from one of the parks a few blocks away into the venue, and then the festivities kind of start at the venue, roughly around 10 or 11 or something like that.
Very cool.
We just got to watch out we don't run into any furries in that parade.
I heard.
We found it's going to be a very hairy weekend in Pittsburgh for sure.
Definitely.
Are the furries going to be at the convention center or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Oh yeah. So Anthrocon's going on at the same time. So it's going to be all the bars and restaurants in downtown Greater Pittsburgh area are going to be hairy. Like it's going to be hilarious because I'm looking forward to some like random pictures of just beardos and furries together because I know it's going to happen just naturally. Right. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I think they kind of stay in their area down there, from what I heard, or do they just take over everything?
No, they are parading all over. Like, because I work down there, and I during lunchtime, you'll see people just walking around with tails and ears, and some are in full costume, some just lightly. But wow. They don't kind of vary too far off from like the local stuff, but you figure the convention center is only a few blocks away from the cultural district where Heinz Hall is located. So, there'll definitely be some interaction for sure.
I see it as a positive, especially like our international competitors coming to the U.S. for the first time. They're going to have an experience and stories to tell. So,
that's what I'm saying. There's definitely going to be some stories that come of this. Like I'm looking forward to that.
So it is a furry and not a brony brony convention.
Yeah, well,
I thought
I don't know the difference.
Well, brony is like My Little Unicorn, but men.
Oh, yeah, no, Anthrocon's more like they're. You're gonna see.
I've never heard of that before.
You've never heard of a brony?
Nope.
It's kind of a weird fetish thing, from what I understand. We don't want to talk about that.
No.
Phelan's
What?
secretly writing it on his notepad right now, off to the right, making notes.
Yeah, I'm like,
Please Google bromies.
He's like, there's other people like me.
I have friends.
Finally, I can talk in public about this.
Poor friend.
You start a new club.
Oh yeah, that
We'll make Reaper. Reaper can be the president of that one.
So what's been the biggest challenge in organizing this mammoth competition in Pittsburgh?
just getting it started. Starting something this big is just the hardest part because you're starting at zero. More than likely, you have no sponsors, no money, no anything, and you're just kind of like, where can we go? Where should we go? You know, you gotta kind of answer all those questions, and once we got the venue, things just started unfolding and making sense. And where can we put this, put that? And I think that was the hardest part, right, guys?
Yeah.
For sure. The venue. Yeah, the
Yeah,
venue was the biggest thing because, you know, we've obviously put on events like this in the past before, just not on this magnitude.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in the past, looking at venues, you know, we were kind of early on. It was, you know, moderately expensive venues with Battle of the Beards and all that. And then as we changed it to Monsters Ball, we started to get a little more savvy with it, and we started finding places that would donate the space to us so that we wouldn't have a bunch of cost right off the bat. But obviously with an event like this, you know, we're not going to get a place as prestigious as Heinz Hall just donated to us. So that was the biggest thing, was just trying to find something that is, you know, looks nice and is going to be a great venue without like completely like having to like take out a second mortgage on our homes.
Yeah, there is a lot of cost that goes into it. So sponsors are very welcome wherever you came from, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything from, you know, obviously beard mustache companies. You know, if there's any out there that want a van, you're more than welcome. Like, I know Mad Viking is like putting it on and hosting it and everything like that, but you know, I'm not going to let my company get in the way of any of that. Like, I would like to have more companies come out and show what they have, and you know, kind of expose the community in general to all these good offerings that all these companies have.
There you go. All the companies in the chat right now. Open invitation. How many
More the
vendors
merrier.
do you have about that have signed up for vending?
Aaron?
I think we're pretty close to like half full. We might have like 15 or so. I think we can accommodate like 30.
15,
somewhere around 30-ish.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was the one thing that's nice about the venue is we have lots of room for activities, especially vendors, which is nice. In the past, that's always been a problem. We've had to limit them because we just didn't physically have the space for them. So this is kind of nice to have in Heinz Hall. I mean, we have essentially a whole floor almost of the building that is just open for vendors. So it's going to be nice.
So do the companies just reach out through the website, or?
Yeah, if you go to the website, there's an event tab at the top that drops down with a whole bunch of options. There's an option for vendor. They can apply right through the website, and I usually get back to them and approve them within 24 to 48 hours, and then we go through the payment and everything, get them all set up. It's pretty seamless. Vendor space, price-wise, isn't bad. It's $250 for an 8-foot table.
Per day or for all three?
All 3 days.
Wow.
And I believe that includes tickets for being there.
Yeah, it does include 2 spectator tickets. So, you know, 2 people manning the table get in for free.
Okay.
Very cool.
And then do you have any sponsorships available, or have they been all sold?
No, we have
With
I think we have like 3 after parties sponsors left and a
We do.
couple top tier sponsors.
Okay.
Same with category sponsors too. I believe we still have a couple few of those left as well.
Yeah, we have a handful left.
Okay.
They're going very fast though.
Yeah, we started offering, so we have the Dano art guys coming in. I don't know if you've ever seen them on Instagram, TikTok.
Mm-mm.
They do this they have like 1 million followers or something on TikTok and almost that many on Instagram, but they do this segment called drawing the comments. So people just, draw a spider with a cowboy hat or something like that, right? And they'll just live be drawing and going back and forth. I threw a link up yesterday on the event webpage or on Facebook showing what the guys do, but they're doing all the artwork. They're making a big giant poster. They're doing some signed prints, and then we're taking some elements off that poster and putting them on the skate decks that are going to be trophies for the competition. So with the category sponsorships, we're letting some of those companies put their logo on the boards with all of that artwork and everything. And that's kind of like a thank you for them donating, the money for the category. So
Very cool.
Speaking of categories, we had a question here from the chat. How many different categories are there?
37. 6 of those are creative or Whiskerina categories.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why we need 3 days.
Yeah, that's why it takes 3 days.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's almost triple. I mean, you figure what when we Battle of the Beards and Monsters Ball, what like 16, I think, including Best in
Yeah.
Show.
14 to 17 depends on if we had like a kids category or shittiest tattoo or something added on to it, right?
Yeah.
Usually, yeah, it's like a third of, or 3 times a normal comp. So what days are you guys coming in?
Tuesday,
Probably
right?
either on Wednesday.
Yep.
Go home on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, we got an Airbnb Wednesday to Sunday, right, Jason?
Yeah.
I thought it was Tuesday to Sunday.
Oh,
Y'all
maybe.
gonna be showing up on different days, looking for each other.
Yeah, I got the whole week off. So.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
I'm actually driving cross country. Gonna stop and see my mom for a couple of days, and then drive down to Pittsburgh for the rest of the week. So I could be there Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever.
Cool.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking Tuesday because of the number 2.
Mhm.
But
Oh, July
it's
2nd.
Oh, July 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it is Wednesday.
All right.
Wednesday to Sunday. Yeah.
And then Thursday, we do this show every Thursday. So we're hoping to anyone that's in our chat that's actually at Worlds can hop onto our show that night. We'll stream live, and it'll be really cool to meet some people in the community that we haven't met yet.
So where are you guys doing that at?
Not sure yet.
We should find you a cool place. Make it a thing.
Yeah.
That could be because I think we were just planning on doing it from the Airbnb, but definitely would be easier to meet people or have people on from the venue.
We're having a Thursday night. We'll be at the Tequila Cowboy, having a karaoke party.
Nice.
That'll be a good time. Everybody, in the community really gets into the karaoke aspect. I've been to a couple karaoke bangers in the community, right? They've been awesome. So they're always a good time. But we figured that would be a good first, after party for the event.
Yeah. So each night, there's going to be kind of like an after party. Wow. Awesome.
So drink in moderation each night, because if not, you'll regret it the next one.
Right. Right.
Might not make it through.
Most people don't make it after the first day. Everybody comes into town really hardcore, and then half the people don't show up the next day, and then you get even less attendance the following day, and everybody's just in their hotels, like
recovering.
Yep.
Yeah.
We may have been guilty of doing something similar before.
More than once.
More than once.
I've never done that.
I mean, some of us are getting old too now. We need our sleep.
The problem is that doesn't stop us, though. It's just like when you play sports. Your body still thinks it's young, or your mind still thinks it's young, but your body disagrees.
Yeah.
We usually all go into events like we could throw a no-hitter or score a touchdown like 7 times in a game or something like that, right? Yeah, we just don't realize how old we are. We feel it the next day, though.
Everyone in the chat, if you are planning to go to Worlds, leave a comment. I want to kind of get a feel. I know some of these people that are going, like Bearded Chief. He lives in Ohio. He's planning on being there.
I know Taxi Phil was in there. He's going to be one of our MCs for the event.
Nice. Yeah, Taxi's like an amazing MC.
Yeah. We've actually had him on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, good dude, sure.
We have Rob Scheiber coming in too, from the Richmond Villains. And we have Adam Cosgrove coming in. I'm sure you've seen him at events before.
Oh yeah, excellent MC.
Yeah, met him at Nationals in Wyoming.
Yep.
Oh, when it was in Casper, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Beard and Body putting plans together now. Finest Mixed Breed's going to be there. Tricky Beard AC.
Yeah, that's Anthony Cardi.
Oh yeah, Anthony.
Yeah, I recognize the
little icon picture down
there.
If you haven't seen it, take a look at his Instagram. He's showing off his head tattoos that he's getting. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing work he's getting done. Jay's going to be heading down. Yep. Phil, Bearding on a Budget, I know is coming, and he's either from Florida or Georgia. I can't remember.
That would be cool to finally meet him.
Bob and Terry, turn that maybe into a yes. Arbor or Airbnb or hotel. I gotta say, I did take a look at those hotels that you guys secured, and those are great prices.
Compared to what you would pay.
It was like almost half.
Yeah.
Or more than half on some of them.
Yep.
If we weren't getting an Airbnb together, I definitely would have gotten a hotel next to the venue. They're pretty well priced.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest concerns whenever we picked the date, that hotels were just going to be astronomical. But Aaron and Jason got in there and got connected with some good people in Pittsburgh that, they got us some good pricing. That's definitely clutch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just again, we took those 3 a.m. pictures of Brandon, bent them over. Ice to cake, man. Ice to cake.
The gifts that keep on giving.
Right. Yeah, I think going back to your question way earlier about the hardest part of putting on this event, that might have been one of them right there, was just locking down hotels and getting a deal in place where you wouldn't have to mortgage your house.
Right.
Or be responsible for that many rooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're fairly good with that now, Aaron.
Yeah. I know at least one of the hotels we're perfectly good. There might be a little bit of space in the other 2. I need to get a pickup report from them, but
Okay.
I think there's a little bit of space in all of them, but I think we've definitely satisfied our requirements for room bookings at least one of them.
Yeah, that's a relief because we were all worried about that. That's one thing you kind of don't really see sometimes with big events like this, and you're blocking off that many, three different hotels. So you could definitely get in trouble there if you don't watch yourself.
Mm-hmm. Jason, was there any other questions in the chat that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
saw?
Yeah. I'll just start up here at the top. Jacob from Jacked Up Leatherworks wants to know, Jason, how did you all get Brandon to have clothes on?
That might be a branding question.
I think it just chalked it up that I didn't have enough time to really prepare. It was kind of, I literally just got home and then it was like technical difficulties. So, but.
It takes a long time to take your clothes off?
Well, I don't know where my Speedo is. It's somewhere. It's like, you ever try to find a pair of socks in the sock drawer? Well, imagine trying to find a black Speedo amongst all those socks.
Every day. Well, not the Speedo, but the socks, yeah.
Right?
Well, you can only see you from like mid-belly up, so you could just lie and say you're wearing it.
Well, I thought about I was thinking about doing that. I was gonna just have no shirt on in the Viking helmet and let everybody just assume that I had a Speedo on. But then I figured someone will call me out, and then how silly would I look then trying to pretend like I'm half naked, It's just... Plus, obviously, I don't want to like waste all the magic right here. You know what I mean? We got to save some of the surprise element for the people that have coming across that, don't
Across
already
the
know
pond,
about
the
the
world.
Speedo.
I appreciate that.
That reminds me, Brandon. I need to get your sign redone with the world logo over it.
What happened?
Your check-in sign.
Oh yeah. We need a world's version.
Yep, we do.
I'm still disappointed it's not like in the background up in your left-hand corner, like me creeping over your shoulder.
You want me to go get it?
You should. That'd be great.
All right, you guys talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
So what he's referring to is, I'm trying to think how many years ago. I think it was our event in 18 or 19. It was right before COVID, so it might have been 17. But we did it at a local restaurant and bar that was kind enough to literally they gave us the venue for free for the whole weekend. And so to kind of direct people in the door, Jason made a cutout of a picture of me from one of the photo shoots we did. And he turned it into a sign to direct people on where registration was. So keep in mind when you see this lived in a public restaurant for about 2.5, almost 3 days. And then for the longest time, his newest employee that he had that does all their video and social media stuff, that was kind of his initiation. It was behind him in his room.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Let's
Oh yeah.
turn that around there. Let's see. Oh. There we go.
It looks so good.
Nice placement of official hair league.
Oh, so hot. The best though is the picture that I know Sealand probably has it somewhere, but the actual picture that came from, I'm not the only one in it. If anybody in here is familiar with Ryan Beatty, aka Reaper, Reaper may or may not have been bent over in front of me, unwillingly, not knowing that I was posing behind him. That day the day that picture was taken still goes down as the best Monday I've ever had, because
Did you
I got invited to come spectate the original plan was I was coming just to spectate a photo shoot with Ryan Beatty. And right before I was set to get picked up by Sealand, I got a text message asking if I wanted to participate. And the only stipulation was I needed to bring this helmet and my Speedo. and if you've ever seen any of these pictures, but this was in an old steel mill. It's Cary Blast Furnace that's out near the waterfront, but it's an old retired steel mill that now is a historical landmark. And one of our photographers that we are friends with, he had access to it. So we were able to get in there on one random Monday, just a few of us crazy beardos and a white leather couch in this, this pristine white leather couch in a filthy old abandoned steel mill. And then, and we got Ryan Beatty and a whole bunch of random costumes, and it ended up landing us a really good Pabst sponsorship that year. I believe we got pretty much a whole pallet of beer, all kind of swag, and it was all based off of one picture that we took that day.
Wow.
But I used a vacation day and was getting paid throughout the whole entire thing, and it was incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember I sent that picture of Reaper. He was like dressed up like in a Mexican like sombrero and a big yellow like dress suit, and just looking like he was like passed out on a couch with empty PBR cans everywhere. And PBR picked it up right away as soon as I sent it. They were like, "This is great," and we were talking sponsorships within like 45 minutes from me posting it. It was that fast. So,
So maybe we should do that again.
It's like going viral.
yeah, let's do it. It looks like you're off work again Monday, Brandon.
Smokey wanted to know, Michael, did you ask about that Speedo pictures for a friend?
Yes, absolutely.
And this one's for Aaron. Mad Donkey's Beard Care. They want to know what your hot tub temp is.
What?
What's the water temp?
Set at for the hot tub.
It's dropped down to 100 now, but I think it was at 103. So I've only lost a few degrees in all this time I've been sitting in here. It's comfortable. It's not overwhelming. It's good.
True North Beard Co. wants to know when Mad Viking started out as a business.
It was probably like mid 2013, right around there.
Oh, okay. Finest mixed breed. He wants to know, is there a height requirement for the beard chain?
No.
Not really a height requirement, but I know the different classes. So like the full beard, I think you need at least an 8-inch beard.
Yep. 8 inches.
Yeah. And I forget what the mustache is, because I think we're doing a partial, a full beard, a mustache, and like a craft one also. So I think there's 4 attempts.
Wow.
I'd say if anybody's short, we're just gonna have to we're gonna have to add a 5th one. It'll just be pubic hair chain.
Wow.
So we'll have to stagger everyone accordingly. Height, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Sorry, I can't help myself.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do that on a public bridge.
Oh, that's right. It is on a bridge. I forgot.
Yeah.
So I went to the first 2 records. I got the first 2 records. I didn't get a chance to go to nationals this past year. That's why they didn't win it.
Yeah, I'm hoping we have enough people in attendance that we can break this and create some new ones too.
So just have to break 195 feet.
Right. I think it's possible.
I think we could do it.
Yeah, there was 86 of us, and I think there's gonna be a lot more people at this event. So
Yeah, I think our beer team alone probably can knock out about a third of that, maybe. So
Right.
We got to make sure Bob Stradinsky shows up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mitch and
Stu,
Mitch gives us like what? Like his beard span separated. It's got to be like what? Like 12 feet?
right.
Yeah, I think Mitch's beard goes down past his waist, like Stu's does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never been a part of one before. How do they get attached? Are we actually physically tying us together, or
No,
rubber bands, or
it's a paper clip. Like,
a paperclip?
it's like little black ones with the
Yeah, it's something like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
right
what
on.
these,
And
Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean chip clips? That's what I use them for.
it takes at least an hour. You're standing there for about an hour.
Yeah, prepared to be there a while.
Yeah,
So you're saying we need to buy like 1,000 of those?
Yeah.
In a
There's
box that depends. That way we don't have
Roach,
Adult
actually, it was
diapers
roach
and
clips.
clips.
That's what they were. They were roach.
roach clips. There we go.
It was roach clips.
Adult diapers and roach clips.
Yeah.
All right, Sam's Club, here we come.
So
Coming in hot.
the first
Can't
one
be
was
so up.
inside a bar, so that was no problem getting a drink. The second one was on a pier,
Yep.
and there were drinks because it was behind a bar. But I don't know if we can get beer on a Pittsburgh bridge, though, huh? Probably not.
You'd be surprised where you can get beer in Pittsburgh.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
pull
wonder.
along with you.
Yeah, wonder if we could get like a temporary license to have one of the local breweries out there
Ooh.
serving us and sponsoring it while it's going on.
And the only problem with that is you're going to have a lot of people wanting to run to the river to pee off the bridge.
Yep.
I think there's porta potties right outside of PNC on the one end of the bridge.
Oh, okay. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last time I was down there.
Huh.
I'm going to reach out to a couple local breweries and see if they want to be a part of this.
That'd be amazing.
So
We're doing that early in the morning, right?
yeah, so
Your point.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You've been to enough of the polar plunges. We start drinking at like 8 in
Well,
the morning.
Fortunately, though, it's gonna be on July 4th, though, right? That's
Exactly.
yeah, it'll be on the 3rd. The
The
morning.
third.
Oh, the 3rd. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, we couldn't have it Friday. Friday's a bigger day, and then
Yeah.
we kind of have that cutoff with everybody trying to get to the fireworks display and
Oh, yeah.
everything around that, right? So Thursday will definitely be the day for that.
Another question here. Tara wants to know, Scott, what's your go-to karaoke song?
I have no clue. Haven't even thought about it.
No, what's the one that you always pick when you go to karaoke?
I don't sing, so
Oh,
Becky tries to push me into it.
oh.
And she wants to know what I'm drinking. Water. It's all I drink is water. And a question for Brandon. So is this Brandon fella a commando like Jason? I mean, you talk about the Speedo and everything like that. I'm a commando. Everybody knows I'm a commando. So they're asking if you're a commando like me.
I mean, I rock a commando whenever anytime I'm wearing a kilt. So
And what I didn't get to read. Pennsylvania has weird beard laws. Went to Pennsylvania State game and got a rude awakening trying to find.
State-run liquor stores.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. They're thinking about trying to do that with medical. Well, with just recreational marijuana now. They want to do basically state stores for liquor and weed.
Yeah.
Broads
I
want to
don't.
chime in.
I mean, you can buy certain stores. You can buy like Sheets. You can buy beer.
Mhm.
you know, so you can
But that's
you
just
can go to
recent, though. That's just like
yeah,
the
that's
last 10
recent.
years, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you still can't get liquor though. So
Yeah.
yeah,
just
right.
beer and wine. Yeah.
Yeah,
And yes, if you work in a liquor store, you're a state employee. That's the only state
Yeah.
that I know of that does that.
Right? Wow.
State benefits.
Yeah, they actually get paid pretty decent, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So-
interesting.
Michael Romy, are you going to go to Worlds? You're not too far away. You're in Ohio.
They
If you're in
should look
Ohio,
into-
you should be going to Worlds. That's,
for sure.
I mean, that's just like,
That's a short drive.
especially Eastern Ohio. Yeah.
So, is there a difference between an Alaskan whaler and a whaler?
Yeah, so like an Alaskan whaler would traditionally, like a whaler's a shorter, like kind of roundish, shaped. Obviously with the no mustache, but I've seen, especially at like national and world events, to where there's guys that come in expecting to win as a whaler and they got like this 3 foot long beard and no mustache, but that's not what a traditional whaler, Alaskan whaler would be, right? So there's kind of I guess there's a little bit of a difference there, and I've seen it go both ways in different competitions. So I'm not sure how we handle that at Worlds. That's something I'll have to ask the WBMA board, because I've seen it kind of go wrong in like I said, different events before like that. So
Yeah, and we've heard that it would be you're better off having your beard more natural than very barbered.
I guess it would just depend on what category you're in. If you're talking about like being a whaler, I mean, yeah, you want to make it look nice. You don't want it to be all like dried out, and we're looking for the best beards, right? So beard oil, beard butter, balm, all of that is, you want to use that, make yourself look good, even in the natural categories, as long as it's not styled with like a wax or your mustache isn't done up in a natural category, stuff like that, I think you're okay. But you definitely want to use product and look good,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
but you don't want that chiseled, barbered look. You want the natural look.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, there are categories for that. If you go to the categories page, there is a barber class. There's a short business style beard class as well. So that's where those people, like during the welcoming party and every morning when there's check-in, everybody gets prejudged. So if somebody comes in expecting to be in like a 0 to 4 inch category, but they might fit better into like, the business beard, style category or something like that, they'll kind of get moved over, or everybody will kind of be placed where they need to be placed, I guess.
Yeah, that. I think. Well, I'm going to be in. What is it? 8 to 12. Michael's going to be in the 8 to 12. Chief's going to be in the 8 to 12. 8 to 12, I think, is going to be a packed.
Yep.
Yeah, traditionally it's pretty packed up. I wouldn't be surprised if we have 100 some people in that category.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like 2, 3, 4 heats or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's the exact reason why I think I might go chops.
Ooh. Not Fu Manchu branded?
Nah.
No.
Fu Manchu would be just that. That's too much gone.
You'd straight up become like Hulk Hogan, dude.
Yeah, I need a trim to get into the 12 right now, but I don't want to be, 13, 14 inches being in the 18-inch category either,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the goal is kind of to cut down and be at the top of each category, that you could enter in.
Right.
Definitely.
I think the shortest. I see a question there. What's the shortest beard category we have? I think that would be the business beard, right?
Yeah, the business beard is up to 1 centimeter, so that'd be the shortest.
Someone else, North Beard, just asked too about the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, the live stream will more than likely be on the Mad Viking page. It'll be live on YouTube, probably Facebook. We'll put links up and everything like that when we get closer to the event. But like I said earlier, we have a live camera crew coming in. We'll have about 3 cameras up on the stage. We'll have a camera out in the general common area. We have live entertainment out there as well. And then we'll have the guys roaming, interviewing people and stuff like that. Just kind of make it like an entertaining type show, I guess. Everybody, that can't make it or whatever. So
Commentators for the live stream.
Yep.
Wow.
Aaron and Nick.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I caught a little bit of the Germany one live stream, at times. It was kind of like
yeah, we're hoping to make this a little bit more entertaining. There's not a ton of production budget for it, but I mean the camera crew's coming in, it's all going to be there, all the pieces are in place.
Right.
Some of the sponsors will have some commercials on there, just a couple here and there, and so if any of your listeners want to jump in on that, just get a hold of Aaron or go to the website and become a sponsor. One of those. Aaron, which one of those categories as a sponsor can get commercials? What did we decide on there? I can't remember. I'm trying to look on the website.
I can't think off the top of my head. I think it was some of the top few.
Yeah, I think everything from our.
Are you able to see on the website?
Yeah, I'm on there right now. I think we're doing it. Everything from silver and up. So
Okay.
silver, gold, platinum, and we're the title sponsors. So yeah, platinum, gold, and silver are still left, and those will get you commercials and awesome seats at the venue and all kinds of cool stuff. So.
And yeah, finest mixed breed. I'm going to guess that the camera crew will be there all weekend because we got 3 days of competition.
Yep.
So yeah, they're going to be there for all of that. So.
Yeah, well, we actually have a couple of our photographers are also filming live as well, and so there's going to be a lot of cameras and interviews and all kinds of stuff going on. We also have a 3D company coming in where they can scan you and you can purchase your own statue of yourself, right?
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Is it going to be like a Funko Pop size?
No. I got to remember the website here.
They're like action figure size, right? I think.
Yeah.
Or I think there's different. I think you have different options. I believe, right?
Yeah, you can get up to I think a 9 or 12-inch figure.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were at Nationals in Scranton, I believe, right? Is it the same company?
I think it was a different company.
Different
Yeah.
company, but same product,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, Yeah, it's a different company.
What's that going to run? Do you know?
I personally, our company sponsored for them to come in, paid for them to come in, and every person that's going to judge at Worlds gets their own figurine. So that's already paid for. So I don't think I told any of the judges that yet. So if any of the judges are listening, yeah, oops. If any of the judges are on live stream, but that'll eventually get out. But they all get a 3-inch figurine of themselves, so they'll get to stand in there and get scanned and everything. But anybody there at the event can step in and pay for it. I forget what the price list is. I can get a hold of the guy and kind of get those posted up, so anybody coming in can kind of plan for that if they're interested. But they're crazy detailed. I remember they had something like that in Austin, I think, for Worlds in 2017, and they were cool, but they were kind of like sandy and gritty, and there wasn't a lot of definition in them. But they've come like leaps and bounds in the last 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. So
I think if I remember correctly, the link you sent me whenever you announced that we made a deal with them, I think they were offering some sort of discount for anyone that was like spectator or competitor. I want to say it was like 20% off or something, I thought. But I can't remember what the overall cost was for it.
yeah, I'm trying to look here, but I got so many
So many emails.
Oh man, it's crazy.
He's got to get through all the porn spam first.
Yeah, it's like knocking down all the porn pop-ups and then getting just to
The
get to
Brony Club membership applications.
Right. Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, the company is called shrunk3d.com. So if you guys want to, I don't know if you could put that up. It's SHRUNK3D.com. And that'll let everybody kind of jump in there and see what they got going on. But it's pretty cool. They have locations all over the United States. I think they're coming out of Columbus for the event, and they'll be there all weekend. So
there we go.
Yep, that's it. Just seen it pop up.
Yep. How many judges?
So with 37 categories spread across 3 days, there will be 42 spots for judges, but I will have less judges than that. I know a lot of people were like, enough with the judges already. A lot of people messaged me and said that, like, enough with all these judges, like, this is crazy, like, but it's really not, because a day might last 10, 11, 12 hours, right?
Yeah.
Right.
If I picked 7 judges that had to do it each day for 12 hours, like, how much fun would that be? That wouldn't do at all.
Right.
My idea was kind of to represent as many countries as I could, represent as many beard clubs as I could, and stuff like that. So that's why there's so many judges.
Okay.
But each judge will at least get to do like a 5-6 hour, tour on the stage and be a judge. And like I said, they get their own 3D figurine and they're up on the website and all that cool stuff, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because I mean, like, something like Nationals, which is one day, 40 different categories, like, that's gotta be very exhausting for one person to do.
Right.
Imagine doing that 3 days in a row. No way. No one would do it.
Yeah, it was just, as soon as we knew how many categories we were putting up, and because we added a couple from what Berghausen had, I was just like, we're going to need more judges than normal.
Yeah.
Than a normal 1-day comp. So that was kind of how we decided to chop it up. Have a morning session, afternoon session on each day, and then just split it during intermissions and move judges in, move judges out. So I think it'll work out really good. I think right now, Aaron, do we have about 25, 26 announced?
19.
19? Okay. So
Yeah.
So buckle up, more coming.
More coming, more judges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have about 10 to 15 more coming up. Yeah.
Well, you know what you could do is we sprinkle in a little bit of the entertainment announcements in between. That'll keep them happy.
Well, you've been keeping them at least a week or so apart, so it's not like it's one a day.
Yeah, but we
But if we don't post anything in between,
Well, you can just start posting a picture of me in a Speedo to cleanse everyone's palate.
Yeah, you're like the coffee beans.
Exactly. I'm the ginger right beside the wasabi.
Yeah, I think with about, isn't it 8 weeks, Aaron, that we have left?
what was that?
I'm gonna panic. We have like 8 weeks left.
I was informed today it's less than 60 days or six. I don't know. I told them to not put it into number form because it just made it worse.
There's 55 days, 7 hours, 28 minutes.
No, shut up.
Per the website. Per the website.
Yeah. 8 weeks exactly.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
July 3rd is 8 weeks away.
So now I need to kick out about 20 judges a day.
50. Yeah, 50.
Not that many. No, but the judges are the best of the best. All of them has been in the beard world, been to many comps, are well known in the community, come from all over the place, members of all bunch of different clubs. So I think we've been pretty happy with that, who we've got to, come in and participate in that is awesome.
And Michael Rami, the day it's 4th of July. It's 4th of July weekend.
3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah.
Did you see the comments, Brandon, where somebody said seen that at the Pittsburgh Polar Plunge?
I just seen that. Said he thinks he has a picture too. I think you have a picture.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Baker lives up in northern Pennsylvania, northeast.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think one of his club members is one of the judges. He told us.
Oh, nice.
I can't think of his club right now, but the name of it. I kind of think you have to have that picture behind you for all future live streams, Jason.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed it wasn't already in his office anyway.
I just think I'll do the rest of the show like this and just kind of marvel at it.
Just stare at it. Well, it's hilarious because when he first made that picture, he just sends me an email or it was a message, and it was just me cropped out, and it was just like just jumping across the screen. And then it was like, I don't know, a week or two later, he was like, I'm turning into a sign. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just surprised it doesn't have like a hole somewhere in it.
So a bearded guy named Big Country from the Pack Beard Club.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ryan Sorrell.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that's the FHL sign is covering the whole, Brandon.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I just assumed you'd have put the hole up high, not down low, but that makes sense.
Yeah. the mouth hole would have been too obvious.
Too obvious.
Yeah. That's what we should put in the competitor grab bags.
There you go.
Just those photos signed.
Dude, that would be incredible.
You should.
And also a little figurine.
I was going to say a figurine.
Yep. Everybody gets a
Grab
little
bag.
3-inch figurine.
That's what we'll give to the person who wins best in show. I'll
There
just
you go.
donate my figurine. There you
You
go.
have like signed Speedos and shit like that.
That's who I should get to sponsor us, a Speedo.
Oh, dude.
I'm sure they got some corporate money laying around they could throw out our way.
So, any more questions in the chat for Worlds? I do have one more question. I know that this is, I think this is going towards Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. Like, is there any specific program there, or just a general donation to the hospital?
Yeah, we generally donate when we make our donations each year to them. We generally donate to what they call the Free Care Fund,
Okay.
and that encompasses anyone that comes to Children's Hospital, whether you know any walk of life. And that's one thing we love about Children's Hospital is you could be someone from California that just happens to be in Pittsburgh, and something happens with your kid, you take them there, you don't pay a dime. So. So that's what we always that seems to be I shouldn't say the fund that needs the greatest amount, but there are different ways you can donate to them, but that seems to be the best one for us because we just love the fact that it's helping so many people.
Yeah, when we started that first competition, I actually knew somebody down there that was part of the hospital. They said that was the most efficient way for anybody to kind of, I guess the money's used more efficiently when you give to the Free Care Fund.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like Brandon said, anybody coming in, it pays for like hotels and stuff for families when they're just waiting to see what's happening and all that good stuff. So it gets used in a variety of ways, but we kind of chose that charity at that first comp because when I was a kid, I was probably in there for a couple of years for like spinal issues and stuff like that. And I had like a really bad curvature in my spine. And, the hospital was in a different place back then, but where it's at than where it's at now. But that was kind of, why we picked that for that first comp. And been doing it for like 12, 13 years now,
Cool. What a great place to raise money for. I actually did an internship at Children's in Pittsburgh in 2005 for my registered nurse. So, but yeah, I loved it there. It was really good experience. Let's check the chat. So Romy was asking where it's at, and someone did answer. It's in Heinz Hall. Can we create an activity list to meet with everyone? I need to coffee with Brewer day 2. Okay. All right, Jay. We got a coffee date. Absolutely. On the Strip.
We'll try and work something out.
Yeah. There's a great coffee place on the Strip. It's right next to my favorite sandwich shop, Pepe's.
Ooh, espresso.
Can't think of the name of the coffee place, though. They've been there forever. I don't know.
Oh no, my phone's gonna die. So if I disappear, that's why.
Mine probably is too. I don't even know.
I was like, why did my screen just go dark? And I looked up.
Aaron's water temp is now 30 Celsius, or no, 30 degrees.
Well, the wind's blowing really hard, and it's blowing this ice cold mist on me, and I don't know. I'll
So
get out
True North,
eventually.
True North had a question for you, Jason. So, the Black Label Society collab, how did that come together?
Oh man, I don't know if I could tell that story. I'll tell the clean version of it. We were at a show, and Zach was doing a signing, and he had Blasco was there, and sitting there with Zach, and they were signing. We got up in line. We all had Mad Viking shirts on and stuff like that. And Zach just kind of looked up at me and he was like, what's that all about? And I told him, I gave him like a real short breakdown of what we did. And he told Blasco to get my information. And a couple days later, Blasco reached out. We talked about, putting something together or something like that. And we did some planning. Probably about 6 months later, we rolled the line out for them, and we've been doing it ever since. Probably about late 2016, early 2017. So it was just kind of like we met them, got to talking, and yeah, we just went from there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Stu, he named it Presto George. That's the coffee place on the strip. All right. Well, thanks again for coming on the show.
Yes.
Really appreciate it. Getting to know more about Mad Viking and everyone that supports Mad Viking and this awesome competition, Worlds. Bringing it to Pittsburgh. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah.
Because not everyone can just travel abroad. So it's really cool that it kind of jumps around the globe every few years.
Yeah, it makes it nice for everybody, overseas, when it's over there, and when it's here stateside for all the beardos here.
Yeah.
I know I've been to, my first one was 2015 in Leogang in Austria.
Wow.
And dude, what a crazy trip. What a great time, and then my second one was in Austin in 2017. And they blew away expectations compared to what it was like in Austria, right? Two different vibes, but both cool events. And we're just trying to based on what we've seen and stuff like that to make it that caliber of event. So I hope we pull that off for everybody, and I hope everybody has just a crazy good time,
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. We've been excited for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad you guys all figured out what day you're coming in, so you don't fucking miss each other or something.
Yeah.
I'm glad we sorted that on
Right.
the show.
Yes. Yes. With your help.
Now, now with this going on, are you still going to do your main yearly competition?
Monsters Ball.
Yeah, the monster.
No, we didn't. We plan not to do it,
Okay.
and there's the chance we might never do it again.
Oh, okay.
We have so many other clubs that have kind of been biting at the chance. The PA club has always kind of held it and done that, and we kind of wanted to see where everything goes after Worlds. Maybe it might go to Michigan, maybe it might go to Florida, maybe if they elect to have something like that. But we're just kind of keeping it open for now. But yeah, this is taking a lot of energy, and I think Aaron is tired right now.
And a little bit pruny
Yeah.
from sitting here, but yeah, we're gonna need a little bit of a break after this. But I'm so pumped, and some days I might get stressed out, but I'm super excited. And 55 days and
Let me look.
8 weeks.
55 days, 7 hours, 15 minutes, and 15 seconds. That countdown on the website helps a lot.
I won't look at it
Just makes her
because
panic.
it's a whole lot of reality, and I don't want it.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think we're in a good spot though with everything we have going on. And
Yeah, we are.
just kind of locking in smaller details, and we have a couple more meetings with the venue, going over like food options and beverages, and because they have how many bars in there, Aaron? Like 8, something like that.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I don't know. There's there's at least a few.
Yeah, I think we're only going to have 3 or 4 of them open. The last time we talked, but like I said, we have another meeting that we have to talk to him about.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of places to get drinks. The area outside of the actual theater in the building, there's so much room for vendors. We can have more vendors come in. So if any of these companies want to sign up, we're open for it. And there's TVs all over the venue. So if you're not in the theater, you can see what's going on with the live stream. I think we're live streaming to some of the TVs as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So much cool stuff. Yeah. I probably left some of it out.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's hard to remember everything.
Definitely.
Jacob wants to know, is Michael Wallage coming?
The last time I talked to Wallage, he was in. I actually need to reach out to him, and we're kind of helping him get over here for the event. He's the first judge we announced, so I can't wait to see him again. It's been a bit, and we miss him and we love him.
Where is he from?
He's over in the UK, Ripley,
Okay.
I believe it is. He's been over here 2 or 3 times for our Monster Ball events. So always a good time. Love hanging out with those guys. I think actually that's why some people are actually coming. Just to see Wallage again.
Yeah.
That's why I'm coming.
Right. Yeah, I think on the website, I just seen where Jacob asked that. On the website, you can actually go to the homepage, and when you scroll down, you can see the judges, and Wallage is the first one right there. Where it says meet the judges, and then you can click on his picture, like a view all type thing, and all of their bios come up for the judges on the website, so you can see who we have coming so far instead of like scrolling through Facebook, right?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Very well done website.
Thank you.
We couldn't have done it without Aaron, let me tell you.
Yeah, you could have.
Well, it wouldn't be good.
It wouldn't have been as easy, and it wouldn't have been as fun. So I mean, seriously, an event this big, she's definitely been awesome and good to have, just there helping, because we really didn't have too many options. It's pretty much been us two with the whole organization of it for the most part.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been a lot. It's a pretty huge undertaking, considering since I've been with the club, this is the largest event that I've worked on. Actually, this is the largest event that any of us have worked on, but it's been fun. It's been a learning experience. Do I want to do it again next year? Probably not. Are you shaking your head?
Nope.
Do you want to do it again next year, Jason?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. No, but it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
I just dropped the Facebook link into the chat. Go ahead, Jason. Sorry.
That's all right. And Jason, Big Stew's, were you in 12 Gauge Justice?
No, I wasn't in the band. Some of those guys. So our origin story, with the guys that all met up with each other. That a couple of those guys were in that band. It's a local band. I think they're still playing out. If I'm not mistaken, bunch of good guys. But I was not in the band.
All right, and there's the Facebook page for the event. If you want to take a look at that, there's some discussion on there, and you can see who of your friends are going and all that good stuff. And even message on there for questions. All right, I think we can wrap it up, Scott.
Yeah.
We need one more update on Aaron's water temp.
98. The wind really cooled it off.
What's that?
98. It's starting to get cold.
Okay. It's the time they show.
Now you got goosebumps and prune fingers.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, prune, I don't know, maybe everything. It's gross. I don't really want to get out. I'm just going to stay in here and ignore it.
She's going to wait till the cameras go off to get out.
Yeah.
Somebody can pull me out in the morning.
Well, thanks again. We look forward to meeting you guys in person in Pittsburgh. And if you do think of something for us to broadcast from on Thursday, let us know. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll brainstorm. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool just to do it live with all the people, right?
Absolutely.
We could pull it off.
Yeah.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. So we'll see what we can do, and I'll keep in touch, and we'll see you in July.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Be sure to check out our next stream of the Bearded Respect next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Respect the journey, y'all.
More technical. Can't get our
I
outro.
believe it.
I can do it, yeah. All right, awkward outro.